Calling all volunteers, calling all volunteers. We have just passed the policy for 2 years contracts, which is nice because that really broadens the number of recruits available to us and also doubles the amount of time that they'll be in the Army. So, Militia Act 2 has been passed, which is great because once we get Lee out of Maryland after we have achieved our objective, then we're going to go ahead and get some more recruits going. Let me check where I am with finances first. Wow, 25 million with 69 in surplus. Nice. Let's see what projects. We can always get the Austrian rifles, but they are a poor comparison to the British. The British have several amazing rifles that we're going to want to get our hands on. Let's see what policy we want to focus on next. Probably not another military just yet. I could do civilian warships. That would allow us to get more paddle boats. But the problem is we don't really need those at the moment. We're kind of controlling the Mississippi without any sort of competition. So instead I'm going to go for diplomacy 2, as that'll allow us to put more money, even more into, from our budget into the, the diplomacy. Now, I think it'll give us up to like 20 million, maybe 22 million or so. We can throw in subsidies, which will get us the Enfield rifles even quicker. So I sent Lee over to Baltimore to try to keep, the Yanks aren't interested in really coming to me. I'm just gonna, take Baltimore and then head south and take this depot, because I could use some more ammunition for the artillery. Apparently we're running low on artillery, even though it looks like we're fully supplied. Apparently not entirely. We do have the Army of the Shenandoah that's come back to fight. They are currently trying to take Grafton from us, which I'm not particularly worried about at the moment. Let's see, what do I have? Over here we've got... Come on, there we go. There's Johnston's boys. He's still healing his dudes, which, again, given his situation, is understandable. What do we got here? We got Hill, Hampton, Gregg. Guys, we need more dudes. So let's go ahead and see where we stand with the Training Depot of the North. Let's see what we have for more troops. How many do we have? That's a lot of volunteers, especially from Virginia, too. That's very good to see. Especially when you compare to the men fielded. Like, if we could get West Virginia, like, that's 4,000 troops. But it takes so long to get there. Like, if we were to just do, 3,000 from West Virginia, that's suddenly... almost 50 days for them to get here. I just don't know. I mean, I'll get this one started just because we might as well. And I'm gonna just put one like Goodbye Brian. Yeah, we're gonna put him in there. Jones is still a part of that regiment. Yeah, when they get here, we only have 59 support in West Virginia, which means our morale is gonna be peaked at that, which isn't really great. So I got more cavalry here, I got more guns. I need to get these guys over to Lee's army, but he has to get out of Maryland first, or he has to take Washington, which they're starting to starve as well, it looks like. They're not getting ammunition. But for the moment, I'm going to let things play, because I kind of want to get this situation resolved before dedicating time and money and resources into recruiting, because I need to know what I'm working with. And we're kind of at that crossroad at the moment of... if this is the only army guarding Washington, we're going to just walk into Washington, because it looks like that's the only army. I mean, it's kind of sad that we could do this, but if they're not going to stop me, I'd be a fool to just kind of sit here and go, well, you guys can just get to Washington. You can get your armies here when you feel like it. It's like, no. It looks like this army, the Shenandoah, is taking train to the east, so they are trying to send stuff up this way to stop me. But it's too little, too late. We've already captured Baltimore, and with Baltimore in our hands, it'll be... There it is right there. There's the armory. With the artillery ammunition we have... Yeah. The only reason we don't have more... only reason we don't have more control is just because of the army, and because of, being right next to Washington, D.C., and Annapolis, and this fort right here. So... all that being the same, I kind of want to force an action on the Department of Pennsylvania. just because we have the army of the Shenandoah that's racing to get back to us. They're probably taking the river, if I had to guess, which means they're going to get here pretty soon. As much as I don't really want to force an engagement, I also kind of do want to, you know, if we're resupplying artillery, then we should be fine, in theory at least. Although it still says we're low on ammo, which I find that hard to believe. But with Johnston, where he's at, that'll be, Oh, now the Union also is calling for extra volunteers. They they got 2-year contracts as well. Oh, there we go. That is the fight. Although it looks like, for whatever reason, Johnston is considered the general. Why is that? Can I just say no? I don't want him stealing the glory from Lee. I mean, I don't even really want his troops here at all. Like, I'd rather have them keep recovering. I want the Army of Northern Virginia to just beat up the department. I really hope this doesn't bite me in the butt, because, like, you know, I just don't feel like I want the Army of the Shenandoah. If this battle lasts for more than 20 hours, like, the battle's going to start at 9 o'clock. So if it takes us more than a day to deal with the Department of Pennsylvania, we have other problems. Alrighty, here we are. Battle of Washington, District of Columbia. I almost said Columbus, District of Columbia. So they're going to be arriving from the Ozarks way down here, where we had the last fight we had was, no, we didn't. We haven't had a battle here. I think that's a different thing I'm thinking of. Dr. Noble. Well, there you have it. We're fighting for Dr. Noble. Yeah. All right, let's see what we have for overview report. See, I have honestly never dug into this. See, apparently already Cox Division is the best division, despite, you know, there not being any real information about that. Let's check Anderson's division. O'Dunn's brigade still has the best brigade remark. I think that's from the last battle, though. Which is interesting, too, because I don't think these guys only have 3 months remaining. I think they've had 3 out of the 12 months that they've used, but... see, this is good information here. You've got fighting spirit, the training readiness. Okay, I see now. I see what you were looking at, David. I could see what you were looking at. Looks like this is just the Inspector General's report, though. And these 2 stats are, in fact, all 3 of these stats are contingent entirely on the army that they're a part of. Let's see. Interesting. So I can click on, like, these brigades, but it only shows Lee's brigade. Interesting. So that's Anderson's, Longstreet's. Looks like Hill's brigade is ranked the worst. Is that really what this means? Huh. You learn something new every day. Alright, well, let's look at the commander report. I'm curious to see what the rankings on this is. So Stuart's cavalry, it looks like it's got the best ranking. Oh, see, this is interesting stuff right here. I have not actually looked at any of this before. James's battery. James probably has no morale unless he's recovered quickly. Anyway, enough faffing about. Let's go ahead and get ready to defend Dr. Noble. So if the Yanks are coming in from this direction, they're going to have to cross. They're probably going to cross at this ford here, but I am not going to race them down to the fort. I do not like fighting in forests. That is not my favorite thing to do. So if they're going to be heading up towards Dr. Noble, they're going to most likely be taking the, what is this, the Blagden's Mill Road is what they're going to be taking up to Dr. Noble's. They're either then going to turn right here at the Emery House, head down Milk House Ford Road, and then probably just branch off and take the northern route. Or maybe they'll come from...
2 hours later.
Alright, that'll have to be good enough. Let's party. Alright, McClaws, while you're doing that, we're going to kind of just stay up with the cavalry and see what they see. Speed things along merrily until then. We have good line of sight, So we're gonna see, like, technically speaking, we can really back these guys up really quickly. This forest is just, if we were trying to do a delaying action, it would be pretty simple to do. You just sit units up here in the middle of the forest, and then they get blocked once their initial units run into your stoppers, and then they have to, you know, fill out into the forest, which means it takes extra time to get them there. It takes extra time for them to get back into order once you've left. It's a good it's a fun little experience. Not for them, obviously, for you, but you know, is what it is. I don't know if the bug still exists. Yes, it does. Where you can see them coming, you can even hear them coming before you even see them. You can see the dust trails, you know exactly where they are. I try not to do this because this, in my mind, is cheating. But, you know, I was curious to see if it was still there. And it's not like I don't know where they are. Bonaparte's boys. I'll be curious to see if they head this direction. Again, this is rocky, swampy grounds. This would be a nightmare to traverse over. Alright, there they are. First cavalry division spotted. And wow, the infantries are right behind them. Wincoup's brigade, the 1st Brigade, 1st Cavalry. I'm going to have you demount. Same with you, Stewart. Yeah, again, here's hoping I don't get my cavalry shot. And this might be something where I would send Lee up to be able to manage this, because I don't want to lose these guys. But I don't know how long it's going to take Lee to get up here, so we're going to find out. Lee, take a ride with Traveler, see what you can see. I probably ought to put Great up here with these guys, because Great's guys have good range on their Mariners. I think they're, what? Yeah, 300 with great accuracy. Bacon's Musketeers have poor accuracy with only 250 yards with low fire rates per minute. Stewart's, Merrill's, mediocre accuracy but standard 300 yards with a very good reload. But 1st Brigade's the big one, that's 3100. Yeah, it's 3000, not 3100. I don't think they can form brigades higher than that. You guys need to go also in loose order, please. Same with you, loose order. Yep, and they see us, and now they're going to have to start. This is where the clog can begin. I don't know if that's... Ooh, Bacon, you need to get out of the firing line. You're in no cover at all. Alright, there's the 2 riders that Lee has sent. Is he even close to getting out? Nope, he's not even remotely close. Well, we'll see how this goes. As long as I don't forget about Lee, that's all that matters. Yep, here comes... They're going to send the whole Wincoup's brigade. Really? Well, that's not good for Bacon. He hasn't even gotten his initial orders of engaging. Oh, I guess we're going to just do this the old-fashioned way. There he is, troops. There's the messenger. Stewart, I need you guys to be moving up and engaging Wincoupe. Bacon, I can't have you fall back, dang it. That's not good. Look out, Bacon! Look out! I didn't expect them to send a full brigade in, but then again, it's only like a quarter of half of a brigade. At least not even remotely close. Alright, look at Stewart's finally moving. He does have cavalry. He does have horses. Although again, the nice thing that Bacon has as an advantage is his troops are skirmishing. So they will take fewer losses just by sheer nature of skirmishing. But there's fewer of them. So we're also fighting against Hooker. He's probably one of the best Union commanders by default, but we've already inflicted like twice as many casualties between these two. So Bacon's already doing amazing. I don't want to get outflanked, but I would like to get some support. Alright, Stuart, could you hurry to help Bacon, please? Because his boys are already starting to not enjoy the attention of the Windcoop's brigade. Yeah, now he's taking fire from artillery. Here comes Stuart. Now he's running. Well, it's probably a little late for Bacon. Will he save Bacon's bacon? Or is Lee still on his merry little way? Oh, look at that. Why don't you have Bacon's boys reform? Because it looks like their cavalry is trying to charge. Yep, they are. It's just, that's the most unorganized charge I've ever seen. Poor Bacon. What is going on here? Bacon's just passively losing troops because he's not rallying, or even running for that matter. There he goes, now he's running. Meanwhile, the 1st Cavalry is... Oh, look out, Stuart! Look out! Move your horses! Hold on to your horses! I swear, if I get both my cavalry units killed, I'm gonna be very sad with myself. Because, yeah, you're still... Although you're also not loosed ordered. You need to be in loose order. Wow, he actually just spooked away Windcoop. Wow, and he's pushing back the 1st Cavalry Division. You go, Stuart. We know where they are now, so I'm gonna have Great get over to the main crossroad. I'm not expecting him to engage, but if he does, that'd be a plus. Wow. And we're just dropping off the Yankees one by one with cavalry. Dang it, now I really wish I had put up Great. Just look at that. Just they don't know how to cavalry, it looks like. Although, Lee, I need you to be moving a little faster, please. Stuart's not going to last forever with taking artillery fire. Unfortunately, I can't have him. Oh, I can't have him fall back. Okay, yeah, begin falling back, Stuart. Begin falling back. You've done an excellent job. Now, start falling back. Retreat in good order. Again, it's not even retreat, it's just falling back in good order. Wow, we've slaughtered them so far. 250 casualties to 91 of our own, and that was just mostly that's Bacon's guys that just decided to stick around for too long. Yeah, it's all just cavalry right now. Which the other nice thing about Stuart's rapid-firing carbines is that when we're falling back, we can keep shooting at a very quick rate. So much so that the cavalry that's trying to chase us down oftentimes won't be able to do it very effectively. As it stands, we've already shaken up one of their cavalry brigades, although it looks like this cavalry division is trying to charge Stuart. So we're going to go ahead and mount you guys before they get there. There we go. Let's get our facing correct. See what happens. Charge. Well, it says that we already broke. Yay. And now we just start taking losses because, of course we do. Yeah, the cavalry charges are a little boinkers here. We're not even... This is weird. Also, I don't know why Stuart would have been the one that broke. He's got superior weaponry. Although so far he's not even breaking. Wait, what the... What's going on? He's not broken? Did you guys see that? Am I blind or did I just... I'm confused right now. What happened to... What and... Huh? My brain... It just saw phantom Yankee cavalry. Also, now that we're in like hand-to-hand combat, we're not actually hand-to-handing each other. We like... I have no idea what I just saw. Like, I have absolutely no idea what I just saw. I don't know. Well, Lee, you can head on back. That was an interesting beginning to the battle. Also, great. I'm gonna have you pull back to the forest here instead. There goes Stuart. Only lost 50 men. And again, considering all of the damage that we did, 300 casualties to only 115 of our own. That's not bad. We should have had routes as the downside, so we kind of have that working against us. But that's okay. Great's here. We're gonna let them come to us now. I had tried to have some fun with the cavalry. Not sure if I was very successful with it or not, but Stuart, out of curiosity, why are you guys rallying right there? I don't think that's the best place to do it, but the only downside now is I've lost my eyes. But I'm okay with that right now. I'm pretty confident I know that they're going to be heading this way. It's the most direct way. And honestly, if they try to cross this way, it's even better for us. Because they have to cross this lovely marshy crap to get there, and we'll give them a warm reception. Oh, did I see something over there? No, I didn't. Yeah, I shot myself in the foot, I think, though, by sacrificing my cavalry to a rather not very helpful start. Although I really would have expected if they were coming this down the main turnpike. Yep, there they are. I was about to say, like, I would have expected to have seen them by now. Oh, it looks like someone else just rallied. Was that Stuart? Yep, his boys just rallied. Alright, Stuart, I'm going to have you go to the rear so you can provide passive support for the infantry. Bacon, you need to be moving somewhere else. Great, I'm going to have you guys kind of do more of like a semi-skirmishing route. I want to see if I can have you guys be, once the enemy's engaged us, to be the ones to kind of just play with them and just go, hey, 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 you can't get to us. Look at us move, look at us run, look at us ride in the forest all night. You so dumb. Bacon, I can see that you guys are unstable, but I need you guys moving out of the way of the Yankees or they're gonna scare you guys again. So yeah, they are attacking the direction I thought they would. Which is fine. Kinda, especially, the only real reason I'm trying to get Longstreet's boys some experience is because some of them, Jackson in particular, I'm expecting to get some higher up levels of promotional experience, besides Longstreet himself. But Pickett and McLaws also. It looks like McLaws finished his fortress by the by. Excellent. But, with that being that, I don't know if I want to dedicate my defenders, like, Hasty, in place of, like, D.H. Hill's brigade. No, done. Like, I could, but I don't want to also be giving them way too much action. Okay, Bacon, I need you moving back here, please. Although, I could have Griswold's reserve divisions take their place, and then fit them in as I can. Like, I could put them in the forest. It's just that they're kind of separated from Anderson, so they're not going to be fighting as efficiently. But, you know, they're going to get any experience any other way. Plus, that would then allow me to put one of either McLaws or Pickett in reserve. Yeah, let's do that. So, Hasty, I'm going to have you head over here. And then O'Dunn, I'm going to have you move over here. Although I do need to have Griswold's boys getting experience at some point, or he's not going to ever get experience. But I don't think that's a major concern at the moment. Griswold will figure stuff out when Griswold figures stuff out. For now, his reserves are fine where they are. We'll move him over there. I'll probably then have Huger or Lee moving into reserve. Honestly, I'll probably just send both of these guys over here, because I don't think they're going to be heading this direction. I mean, they don't usually split up their forces unless they have like a lot of forces to where the roads get backed up. So, and I don't expect that to happen. I'd really be surprised if that were to happen. The cavalry's just slowly careening down the road. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Happily unaware of whatever's going to happen. Lowering, I'm going to have you probably actually go here instead. There you go. Which then means Armisteads, boys. I'm going to put you guys right here. Great, let's move you back just a little bit. Alright, here comes their artillery. Another thing I'm going to have to see is where do their guns post? Where can they see us? Because if they can see me before I can see them, that obviously would not be good. But again, LZ's battery has good range. Let's get you on counter battery fire, so whenever possible, shoot artillery, please. There, that's fine. So now we have our flanks defended. Yeah, I need you defending a little further back. Although again, if they try to attack us on a frontal assault, we're going to have some pretty close range. Bonaparte is going to make them blown away with his guns. James's 12-pounder field guns, although not as good as Napoleon's, will still do massive amounts of damage. You know, it's like some of these are really picturesque. Like if I were to move some of this away, that's pretty cool. Not bad, honestly. It's not a bad screenshot. I'm trying to get the perfect ratio, but not going to get it probably. Yep, there we go. Although I don't need this. That I can wait for later. First battery, eh? Yep, the first one to die, maybe. Is it just marching right for... What the... That is one ballsy battery. I really hope you guys are firing at it. So Jackson, I'm going to send some skirmishers up just to take care of it, because I don't want that thing getting cover. It is trying to get cover. Yeah, I don't really want that. Please take care of it with your long, accurate Springfields. That's kind of like what James did back in the last battle, where he just decided, you know what? I'm going to take the lead, guys. I'm going to show us everyone how it's done. Everyone else is like, wait, what? Come back here, James, what are you doing? And he's like, no, guys, I got this. Watch me take on the Yankees by myself. Are you guys not firing? Yeah, you're not firing. Which probably means that you're going to be pretty useless there otherwise. Okay, now you're not so useless. Boy, I would not like to be a part of that first battery. That would really suck. Longstreet, let's get you moving slightly out of the line of fire. That's not a hill that you need to die on. Nope, I'm already starting to panic them. As we should. Like, seriously. Why would you even put a battery this far forward? It's beyond me. Ooh, Thomas, that's a good commander. Are those batteries still over here? Really? I don't think they have that long range yet, my vision. These guns are definitely... Oh, you can see them drop. Yeah, they're not going to last much longer. Great, I need you guys to dismount. Fall back just... what the? Where are you going? Oh, it's because they're still dismounting. That's another weird bug. That'll happen sometimes. So it's interesting to note that Jackson's brigade doesn't have nearly enough range to get to the fence. Close, but not the same amount. Wow, James has already lost 7 dudes. Although they're losing way more than we are. Oh, they just lost a gun. Yep. They just lost a gun. Oh, they are pushing from this direction. Interesting. I honestly did not think they would do that. Like, that's like such a horrible route to cross. That's just the cavalry, but if infantry follows, there actually could be a bit of a fight on our hands. That'd be really exciting, actually. Jackson, I want your boys up there to be able to start skirmishing with the enemy cavalry as it's getting closer than it needs to. Same with you, O'Dunn and Hasty. You guys have good range, so let's get you guys up to the front to kind of harass the Yankees into moving a bit closer. Just a bit closer. Just a little bit. I'm actually kind of concerned that there might be troops coming down this road. But then again, they don't have a ton of troops. We outnumber them over 2 to 1. This has to be most of everything they have. And it's not going to be much of a fight. Especially with Jackson. He's getting some experience, which is exactly what I wanted him to do. And I still have my flank covered, so... Oh, Bacon has actually gotten back to stable? Wow, I am impressed. I guess enough time has sufficed to pass. Are they going to get into D.H. Hill's range? Just about. And... close enough. That'll be the end of that. Looks like we're in the battery here. Why are you idle? You shouldn't be idle like that. And Jackson's boys are still behind a fence, too. They are sending an infantry. And there's also Hancock. What in the world are... Who is in their right mind is putting amazing Yankee generals in command of artillery and cavalry regiments? Oh, here comes Hooker again. It looks like they actually might try a frontal assault through the... Wow. Well, I mean, if they're so determined to do that, I guess I might as well oblige them. Let's also start having... are these guys moving? I don't think they are. No, they're not. Okay, Hasty, let's get them, the Yankees moving a little bit. Just a little bit. Advance those guys. Advance those guys. I guess I gotta figure out something to do. I mean, again, this is such a defendable position that I'm not honestly that worried, but still. I'm already knocking down the first battery significantly. Let's see, who do I want? Armistead. You seem so, hell-bent on proving yourself. Go ahead and do so, good sir. Go ahead and do so. Yeah, get rid of the batteries first. Counter battery for you guys, please. Let's knock out the guns before they can shoot us. Jackson, meanwhile, has taken 0 losses. Although we haven't shot them up yet either, it seems. Everyone must just be a really bad shot. Well, I guess in this case... Yeah, it's a detachment. I expected the same. I expected as much. Well, Rosser, you're 12-pounder Napoleons, so let's have you focus on that. Same with you. Let's start shooting down the units that think they can just mosey on over the ground, as if they own it. Are we still not doing any damage to anyone? Hey, no, we finally shot a few dudes. We're done and hasty. Move just a little bit forward. Just a little bit further. Nothing gets seen on the left flank. Yeah, this will be a prime location to just butcher them. Just a little further, boys. A little further. Just a wee bit. Yeah, we are destroying their artillery, but again, that's kind of what I expected. We outgunned them very heavily. Listen to that peppering of gunfire. It's a beautiful thing. Aha, there we go. Odun has finally gotten into range of Thomas's brigade, and so will Hasty. Ooh, there, oh, we're getting into shrapnel range. We're firing, I think, is it grape at this range? Because it's not canister, we're not that close yet. But, we are going to start butchering them. Very meanly. Lowering range, you guys can go just a slight bit, please. This is a very slow fight. That's going a little, I didn't honestly expected them to do a little more action a little sooner. Alright, James, I need you firing, please. You're no use to me not doing anything. Yeah, the nice thing about these detachments is that they're not very strong. Even though they are another gun, they're not that strong of a gun. Napoleons are wreaking havoc. I'm guessing the Yankee commander must be super cautious to not even be doing anything. Like, he's not even trying to provoke a battle. Right, you are taking damage, Hasty. How? Are you taking fire from your artillery? Really? That's why? That's interesting. Of militia brigade. This is such a pre-recruitment army by the looks of things. Also, you are somehow not in cover. That is interesting. Oh, I think they're getting tired of Jackson's shenanigans. Yeah, they're getting tired of it. Oh, they are starting to find their they're starting to find their brave pills. Well, I'm really curious as to why we're not doing any damage to these guys. Alright, now Hasty's got some. Now Hasty has cover. That's good. Wow, Jackson's boys have gone through so many rounds of ammunition. Holy cow. Hasty, let's start having you guys fall back. As we want to be enticing them to come into the contact with our main line. Also, I don't want you guys getting too damaged. Fall back or what? Why does it do this at times? Why does it like refuse to follow? It's not like it's insubordination, they're just not, they're not doing what I tell them to do. I'm giving them an order and they're just like, nah, we'll lose our cover advantage and we'll not do anything. And it's like, that's not what I asked you to. Why? Why would you do that? You know, there's still some things I need to figure out about this game that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't know, I would expect that if I was giving an order, they would follow it, because, again, the cavalry did exactly that. They fell back, like I told them to. Stuart, for example, case in point. Didn't give me crap about it. Dunn, can you fall back? Yes. Oh, Dunn's falling back. Why do sometimes they fall back and other times they don't? That I don't understand. Also, Jackson's boys are gonna go down here shortly. For absolutely nothing for their troubles. How? Again, I'm still figuring the game out myself. Do I dare risk sending in my cavalry? Probably not. Oh, he knocked out another battery. That's right, Jackson. Again, experience. Getting experience. Right now, that's what matters. Alright, O'Donnell, you're gonna fall back now. Nope, now you're stuck in the loop of we're not gonna take cover and we're also not gonna retreat. Bug. Alright, well, get your guys back, because they're not going to do us any good now. Jackson, go ahead and call your guys too. They're going to rout, but I don't care. Or not. Wow, they didn't run. That's impressive, Jackson. Very impressive. Alrighty, it's 3:30. You guys still have not even initiated your first assault. Are you just now going to assault with 2 brigades? You have the best damn ground around, and they're attacking me with only 2 brigades. Lovely, lovely. They also do not have the most advanced firepower. Yeah, their guns look pretty subpar. Oh, Jackson, you guys should not be doing that. Oh, they're going for my parrots. Well, it's a shame that we don't seem to have been able to have stopped them. These things are valuable. It's a shame, too, that detachments are knocking out my parrot rifles. But, whatever. We gotta start falling back. Have the guns fall back. Blown apart, you guys are about to get a lot of experience very quickly. Yeah, when these guns fire, they're going to do massive amounts of damage. Because these howitzers at close range are absolutely brutal. Well, I hope blown apart's men survive the encounter, because this is going to be pretty thick. Sorry, lost one gun. He may not make this. At least his battalion of artillery are going to be given a good order. Are they really going to charge me? That's expensive. Load, boys, load. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Ho 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 ho, that was 50 guys per pop. Not bad. Oh. Oh, attacking James. Oh. That was pretty good. Although it clearly means I need to be moving my boys up. I did not realize he had gotten that close. Yeah, they finally decided to commit to an attack, but really late. Really late. Nichols, I'm gonna have you guys turn and shoot that direction. Same with you. Poor James is gonna rout again, isn't he? Oh, I'm sorry, James. See, now this is good. This is a good fight with gunfire at this point. Really good fight. Man, whenever blown apart fires, it's just death. Wow, James's battery actually knocked out the cavalry just because of the canister. This dashed line is basically a mark of where the shrapnel and the devastating close range begins. And the Yanks are starting to fall back. Boom. You can see whenever his guns fire, just a load of them drop. They're trying to reform, but... yeah. Let's see. Howitzers, I'm going to have you start targeting the other batteries since the Yanks are starting to fall back already. Yep, looks like the day is ours. Let's get rid of as many of the hostile guns as we can. Yeah. Okay, let's have you guys begin to... Nah, I'm not gonna send needless casualties down. Boy, they are really interesting today. They are fighting me in ways I didn't really think they would. Like, they're clearly breaking, but they're deciding to push forward with yet another attack, which is interesting to me. Alright, well, if they're so determined on continuing the fight, we're gonna give them what they're looking for. This is really interesting Yankee behavior. Like, part of me wants to move up, but the other part of me is going like, why aren't they leaving? Like, this is a little weird. Usually at the first sign of casualties, the Yanks just turn tail and run. I'm not complaining, it's just odd. Let's see. Not quite sure what to do in this instance. I mean, I'm cool with just letting our artillery duel it out. Blown Apart has to have a killing of a streak right now. I know I should just like be pushing the assault, but I don't need to. I just don't need to. The only thing I gotta take care of are their detachments that they keep sending to commandeer these guns. Still focusing on artillery. So you keep telling me you want to do something, oh man, Armistead, but you don't ever do anything. You just say you want to do something, but you don't do anything. This is really a strange little phony fight. You know what? You want to go do it, Armistead, so badly? Go do it. Chase your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday you said today, so just do it. Ah, so Hooker's detachment do have modern rifles, it looks like. Yeah, so these new divisions, these guys have modern rifles. Again, modern. It's kind of an operative word. Alright, we've knocked out most of their batteries. Oh yeah, he's determined to just walk right next to them and give them the good news. Oh yeah, that's what he's doing. He's changed his engagement range to, like, what is it? Medium range, despite it being initially instructed to just do long range engagements. He's decided that no, he knows what he's doing actually. In fact, he's gonna go as far as to say screw you to the commander and go, you know what? I can do this job 10 times better than you. Watch me go. What have you done so far? 10 casualties. Good job. Good job. See, most of them are turning and running. Griswold's like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, I got this, man. I got this. And Griswold's like, no, wait, stop. Why are you doing? He's like, no, bro, I got this. Alright, Pickett, I told you to move up a little closer than that. Stop taking fire for no reason. There it goes. Well, he forced Hooker's detachment back to fight with... Wait, where is Hooker? How is that his detachment if it's... I'm guessing that Hooker is in charge of... Yes, Hooker is. He's in charge of Windcreek's brigade, because that's how Yankees decide things. Alright, great. We're going to start to utilize your areas to start harassing. This can start harassing. Mount up. Excellent. Hit some contact. This fight is pretty much a foregone conclusion. That is the battle, just about. Literally, Armistead is walking Griswold up the hill. It's like, I got the man, I got him. And Griswold's like, dude, what do you, stop, we're gonna get killed. And he's like, no, man, I got this. Just continuously in denial. Hey, see, I got them. Aren't you proud of me, boss? And he's like, no, not at all. They still have not actually sounded the horn for retreat. This is a really interesting battle. Not one I expected. Because again, they're like on the cusp. Completely on the cusp of breaking, but they haven't. In fact, actually, if they're not going to parlay, then, why are they not? Okay, hang on a second. Are you guys in the saddle? You are in the saddle. I wonder if Thomas's brigade has long-range troops. I'm not going to get all 3 of my cavalry units clapped. I'm not that bad of a commander. So fall back for a moment. Let's not get... Let's send an actual division up. Like Jackson. Jackson versus Thomas. Class for the ages. Yeah, this is in a weird fight. Some of them are withdrawing in good order. Not all, obviously. Is there a reason you decided that you're no longer going to fight? Okay, that's fine. Cool beans. Let's see, let's take over one of their batteries. They left a lot of them around. They left a lot of guns all over the place. Yeah, what are they Huh. I've never seen an orderly retreat from Yankees before. That is a first. They're just straight up withdrawing. Huh. Usually those kind of defeats start to escalate. You know, like domino effects. Nope. This is brutal. And now they're retreating. Jackson's just shot the poor few artillerymen who were like, I think we're gonna make it home, guys. We're gonna make it home. Well, this battery's about to... Oh, wow. That just got eviscerated. Alright, please, please, please allow me to inspect... Hey, thank goodness. So, they lost 400 of their cavalry. We lost 115. We lost 4 guns. They lost all 25 of theirs. Pretty good fight. Alright, let's check the important information. So... Greats unfortunately never saw combat. Sorry, Az. I'm trying to get you in, but that or I end up having like Bacon and Stewart where they get kind of beaten up a bit too. Let's see, how do I see? Is that the casualties? Yeah, there's the casualties. Of all the cavalry regiments, I was trying to get Great in, and I ended up keeping... He's one of the few... He is the only brigade that didn't get combat of some sort. I'm sorry, ass. So... Looks like Jackson and Hill. That's kind of what I wanted to see. And then... Oda and Hasty, they were present. Which is better than nothing. Let's see, I don't think they took many losses either. Or is it Longstreet? No, not Longstreet. Anderson. So Odin and Hasty. Is it this? Yeah, so 10 losses for Hasty, 2 losses for Dunn. And then for Bacon's regiment, their first engagement, they inflicted 105 and took... Wait, where is it? And took... How many casualties? And took 65. Okay, cool. And then with that, we have a minor victory at Washington, D.C. We've knocked out the Department of Pennsylvania as they are fleeing in panic. We've captured some rifles, some guns, pretty much is it. Colonel Reynolds loses face. Poor General Reynolds. He won't be a general in this universe. Alrighty. So we have, it looks like the army of the Shenandoah is definitely taking a river route to get here, which unfortunately Lee is starting to lose readiness, which it's not that surprising. He has kind of gotten a lot of combat in the last 2 weeks, or last week actually, I think in general. So we're looking pretty good though, all things considered. Loring and Lomstead, all that stuff. Jackson, did you get any? Yes, he did. Excellent. I just wanted to give him at least a star before he gets promoted up to Brigadier General, because he's going to need that star. Yeah, he's going to need it. Alrighty, well, that is where we stand. We're going to expect another fight here, probably the next video. This one was probably going to be a longer video than even the last one. I'll see what I can do to maybe try to cut down some of the setup, just because that took so long. I don't think you guys want to watch an hour and 30-minute long. It's also going to take forever for me to upload it, but we'll see what I can do. Army of the Shenandoah is coming back to engage, probably with Lee. We'll likely have one more good fight, but it'll be a slaughter most likely if it's just this one army, because Lee's got over twice that much, and we're still pretty fresh. After that, it'll be DC captured, and we'll go from there, I suppose. So, yep. If you guys have any suggestions, any comments, definitely let me know. I'll see what I can do to spicing things up. We definitely have enough troops to go ahead and get those volunteer regiments for the Friends Division up and going. So definitely submit some either specific brigade names and or uniform colors, flavors, stuff like that, and I'll see about getting them recruited into armies going forward. And we'll see how that progresses. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.